Hello everyone and welcome to another clean and simple card video. Today I am going to take a sketch out of the sketch booklet we created in the last video, and I've also got another handout for you, a download. There are 3 sheets of sentiments. We've got this blocky white on black, we've got the same font slightly smaller in black, and then we've got a grungy typewriter font. So you can download these from a link in this video's description and then print them off at home on card or sticker paper or however you want. I've laid them out in bands horizontally, so it should make them easy to cut out. In pairs like that just reduces the number of cuts you have to make. You could cut them out with a metal edged ruler and a craft knife. You can simply use scissors as well. I tend to cut things out roughly first and then do some more accurate cutting next. With these ones you could give them really skinny white borders or no borders at all. It's entirely up to you. With these other ones I would be tempted to use a die. Even if the die's too big, you can always shorten it, so let's do that. So I'd slice them halfway between each horizontal row, then halfway between each word, and then line up my die where I want it, hold it in place with some tape, take that out of there, carefully remove the washi tape. You can always give it a blast with a heat tool or a hairdryer to soften the adhesive, and then shuffle it along so the teeth of the die, if your die has teeth, lock into place, and then you can run that through the machine with just the tip there captured between your cutting plates. And now you've got a nice little sentiment. Right, I hope you find those sentiments helpful. I was going to flick through this, but now that I've opened the first page and I've had my little sort of long thin dies out, I'm thinking I might do this as my sketch today. So I've got a linen textured card blank, and I think maybe those are the right scale, or that one's the right scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that would work. So I'm going to use this stitched rectangle die to die cut from something. Let's think what. I'm going to use my Mojo May flick book. If you want to know more about this, there is a video linked down in this video's description, because I want to make a bit of mixed media to die cut from. So I'm going to just close my eyes and flick through this and let it choose some things for me. Fiesta. Ooh. That is a Catherine Pooler ink. I think it's a blue-green or a greeny blue. Arrows. So we could use arrows as a motif on our background. Candles. Ooh, let's turn them into candles. And that makes it, I think, a happy birthday card. Stenciling, it said. Before I let it go. And let's see if we want to pick some stamps, floral stamps. Now we're going to ignore that because we've got arrows. I'm going to do some arrow stamping on the background and turn these into candles. Right, I've chosen All That Jazz and Fiesta Blue, which are blue-green Catherine Pooler inks. I've got this chevron stencil, so that's sort of arrows. And I've got this stamp set. Can't tell you what make this is, but I got it from a charity shop and it's got some arrow stamps on it. So I think we're good to go. Right, the first thing I'm going to do is some smushing. I've got my smusher and I'm going to put some Fiesta Blue on my mat like this. And I'm going to spray it with some DIY shimmer spray that I made with some white pearl mixer powder. So it'll be nice and shimmery. I'm going to smush that up with a bit of spare background. So that looks quite pretty. That's definitely going to feature in a future video. And now I'm going to take the Fiesta Blue and stencil it. So we'll get a double layer of Fiesta Blue. Okay, I'm really liking the way this is looking, really quite light and airy. I'll just take this down with some washi tape because I want to stamp on it and I want to get my arrow stamps either horizontal or vertical, and if I have it straight to start with and it doesn't skitter around, I'll be able to do that more easily. So I've got my arrow on there and I've lined up the shaft of the arrow with one of the grid lines on my acrylic block. Right, I'm going to load this up with all that jazz and do multi-generational stamping. So that's where you stamp several times but you don't ink in between. Just adds another layer of depth. So we'll go for a little arrow now. Oops, I've just put my hand in there. And I've got a fairly solid arrow stamp here. I always like to add a bit of splatter to my mixed media projects, so I'm going to splatter with this rose gold metallic paint. I think it's got a slight orange tint to it, and orange is the complementary colour to blue, so they'll work nicely together. And I'm going to dry that with my hairdryer. Right, I'm really happy with that. I'm going to now cut five of these candle shapes out, capturing little bits of arrows. Right, I've got quite a few little candles there, and my linen textured card blank. I'm not going to add a panel, I'm going to work straight on the front. I'm just going to mark here the centre of the card and just add a little bit of high-tack white glue to the back of my central candle. Use my tweezers and T-square ruler to position it over that mark. And that should be in the middle, nice and straight. So I just need to add a couple more either side. For my candle flames, I've cut these little leaves out of rose gold cardstock, and I'm going to add one to each of the tops of my candles. Just going to use a clean baby wipe to dab up any glue that's splodged out. Now on here I've got a circle, and that could represent anything. It could be a heart, a star, a circle, a flower, whatever you like. And the sentiment is to the right hand side here. But I'm thinking I'm going to omit that element there. I don't think the card needs it. So this is going to get a bit of glue on the back, and I'm going to use my rule of thirds acetate grid to place my happy birthday sentiment on this intersection here, roughly. It doesn't have to be perfect. I do want this candle to peek out from above it. Just get that one straight and pop a little bit of something under there. I'll just take a little bit of this offcut, add some glue to both sides and stick it under the end of the sentiment there. Now I'm thinking these are actually a little bit too high up the card. When I did this, I didn't think candles, so I didn't realise that I was going to put flames on the top. So I might cut this out and stick it on a larger card, but actually I think I'm going to leave it like that for now. I'll come back and look at it with fresh eyes later on and see if I do want to do that. Right, I hope you've enjoyed today's video and it's given you a few ideas for your own card making. If it has, please do let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe and ring the notification bell. Don't forget you can download the sketches from a link in the video description and the sentiment pages. Right, thanks for watching and I will see you very soon. Bye for now.